Welcome back to another Deepwoken lore video. I'll cut to the chase. This is not the video I was expecting to upload today. Everything sort of fell in my hands. The actual video I was planning to drop, the biology of all layer 2 enemies, isn't finished. However, I was rescued by an extremely rare moment of communication from the Deepwoken developers. As you can see on screen, they revealed that content that was initially planning to be dropped with Conquest will no longer be held back by Conquest delays. If you don't understand how huge this is, I'll spell it out for you. The lore coming with Conquest is now imminent, apparently coming early next year. This is massive for me, for you, and for the rest of the lore community. Today though, we'll be discussing everything we know about two oaths that have been confirmed to be coming to the game, Warmaster and Soulbreaker. While we don't know much, I've made more with less. I'll attempt to figure out where these two oaths fit in the lore. When they release, I'll circle back to this video and we'll see just how accurate I was. Before I begin, remember to subscribe and like the video, as I'm disgustingly close to 3,000 subscribers and content creator privileges. Got that? Okay, let's dive into these two oaths that'll be arriving in early 2025. I said 2023, man. Fuck's sake. First up, Warmaster. This oath has no official promo, no Twitter post, no nothing. This oath is the standard lore hunter's boogeyman. However, despite being below average at playing the game, I'm definitely not your average lore hunter. What we do know about the Warmaster oath is that you'll be wielding a ton of blades, Shiro style. The oath itself has also been linked extensively to the authority, as it's been implied that many of the high-ranking authority members sport the Warmaster oath. There's also the infrequently discussed concepts of counter oaths. Let me explain. So, take the oath Vision Shaper for example. It's an oath that heavily involves your eyes. You mold what you and others see by materializing concepts from your mind. The inherent counter to this oath is the Blind Seer. You are quite literally removing access to your eyes, the centermost piece of a Vision Shaper's powers, in exchange for higher senses. The two oaths are opposites in this sense. This same relationship will likely be replicated between Warmaster and Contractor. Ultimately, the goals of the authority are to defeat the Lord Regent and the contractors that serve under him, assumedly using the Warmaster oath. There are also a lot of lines to be drawn between the two. While Contractor's attacks with eldritch alien tentacles, the Warmaster is grounded in human weaponry and means, attacking with blades of human make. The names, too, parallel one another. The title, Contractor, obviously comes from the contract you make with Lord Regent to attain it, but it can also be likened to a contract killer, an assassin or bounty hunter-like figure who fights in secrecy and shadow. In contrast, as the Warmaster, not only are you not signing a contract, you're signing like a pact of honor, which I'll dive into later. You're also channeling the essence of the fight itself. By throwing blades around, you're relishing in the fight and the attention, not fighting in secret like a contract killer. Once again, the Contractor and the Warmaster stand opposed. Well, how can we expect to attain the Warmaster oath? Well, it's tied directly to authority lore that doesn't exist in-game. The Warmaster's powers have been teased to come from something called the Circle of Honor. Now, given all that we know about the oath so far, the nature of this circle is basically staring us in the face. Think about it, when aliens from the deep are invading from the waters that surround us, what do we turn to? Human solidarity. My belief is that the Circle of Honor is a group of high-ranking authority members that maintain their own power, the Warmaster oath, through loyalty to themselves and to protecting humanity from the creatures of the deep. This is an honorable cause, hence the name, the Circle of Honor. But that's more than you expected from an oath with no lore. Now, onto an oath with somehow even less lore, onto the Soulbreaker oath. The second oath we'll be discussing today is called Soulbreaker. This oath, despite having its very own teaser on an official Deepwoken account, somehow has even less lore surrounding it than the non-existent Warmaster. Stellar, isn't it? Well, let's first start by dissecting the teaser. As you can see, there's an amorphous purple energy blast that's irradiating from their weapon. The description of the teaser reads as follows. Soulbreaker. Those who wield 3 murmurs in harmony, dramatically amplifying their capabilities. And that's all we've got. Well, at the very least, this is a concept that we haven't seen before. Murmurs, if you didn't know, are essentially a somewhat niche ability within Deepwoken, wherein you can draw upon the song to unleash one of the following. Ardor, a scream that weakens your enemy, Tacit, an invisibility field, or Rhythm, a radar that pings enemies through walls. Like the concept of the song, all murmurs have links to musical theory. Ardor means to play with great passion, Tacit means silent, and Rhythm is the arrangement of musical sounds. Thus, we can deduce that one can unleash a murmur by playing a certain note of the song. It's also implied that utilizing more than one murmur simultaneously would normally be impossible, as you can't play more than one note on the same instrument. The instrument, in this case, is you. Well, it appears that the Soulbreaker oath will, well, break your soul. What I mean by this is that I believe that the oath will shatter your soul into 3 pieces, each being able to wield a murmur. Thus, you'll be able to cycle between murmurs or wield all 3 at once, defying the laws of the song. Now here's the crazy strawman theorizing you've been waiting for. See that weapon the Soulbreaker is using in that teaser image? Are you looking hard enough? Looking at it very closely, it appears to be a shattered katana. I believe that this choice is very much intentional. If you're familiar with the lore, you'd know why this is relevant. Here's part of the description of the shattered katana. Fashioned after the legendary blade said to be wielded by the King of Etria, the Splinter Blade. Okay, either my sanity has crumbled, or this is an intentional hint. I believe that in order to attain the Soulbreaker Oath, we will have to investigate the history behind the former King of Etria, either by finding clues to his whereabouts or reading a text like his journal, for example. We will discover that the former King of Etria wielded 3 oaths alongside his infamous Splinter Blade, and that is how we will first come into contact with the upcoming Soulbreaker Oath. And that's about all that I have for this video. I know it wasn't a lot to chew on, but hopefully I've got the cogs in your brains turning. It's a lot to expect from the developers, but look, I have faith that they'll deliver the lore behind these 2 oaths well. Oh, and expect a Layer 2 enemy video relatively soon. I'm trying to make that my best piece of content ever, so get excited. Thank you for your attention, and with that, I'll bow out for today. Stay well, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.